Hello, hello! Welcome aboard the Zane train, motherfucker. Zane here. Sorry it took me a minute. Had to make sure a couple of things were basically just, done and adjusted. And also that this fucking cord doesn't, like, just stick out like a sore thumb. So... there we go. Also unraveling it a bit. Like this story, which is slowly driving me up the fucking wall. Certain shit happening, things going fucking south. Hope you guys can hear me well, because I realized I may have the volume a little loud, but we'll just see where it goes. Yeah, so where we last left off, we found out about, Najima, who apparently is back. He is the dude who killed, well, basically Najima being, where is this bitch? Najima being him, because he's the reason for the brutal killings over 2 decades ago, basically 20 years ago. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the info myself, but Tetsuo, there we go. I wish there was an easier way for me to just highlight people or whatever, like to make it easier to basically show, but basically we found that this motherfucker, Najima, basically he committed, like he was basically the serial killer 20 years ago that was caught by Tetsuo, our Law and Order detective with sunglasses, who was caught by him, and it was revealed that he is the reason, Shogo is dead in the prologue. He's exactly the reason why Shogo died. But apparently he didn't just kill him. It sounds like he might have killed a couple of other people. We don't know for sure. But in the midst of all of this, because everybody's intertwined with each other. By the way, this is Tetsuo as a quick reminder. Edio, part of the reason why he's here, is because he's also trying to figure out why his buddy Hajime Yoshimi is also dead. Yeah, he was found dead under mysterious circumstances in the former Yasuda Gardens. And apparently, I believe it was in the day before. So, and he was trying to help people like get their life around, or like turn their life around, make sure that shit didn't go sideways, and other shit like that. It's a lot. It's a lot to catch up. I don't even know how to condense it. I'm trying to figure out how to condense it as best as I can. But right now, where we're gonna start, story-wise, is we're gonna go back to Haruhi, whose young son, Shuichi, died, through an accidental murder because the cops basically fucked up his his negotiation with the kidnappers, who was going to give him back should Haruhi have paid the money. Haruhi has one of the cursed stones, as well as Tetsuo, and our third protagonist we play as, fuck is she? Yako, whose friend Michio, who was ironically one of the girls who is the reason why Haruhi's son got kidnapped. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna continue as we go. It's hard for me to repeat, or to try to figure out how to explain where all of this shit went, how everything went sideways and all that other shit, so we're gonna roll with it as best as we can. I'll answer any questions I can hopefully remember and all the other stuff, like, as we essentially just keep going. So right now, oh right, that's what it was. I can't do this because I have to make sure these motherfuckers move first. That's why. Alright, let's do fancy sushi first then. Maybe. Actually, better yet. Because I think I had her start from location setting. There we go. So instead of going to the candy shop, because I think that's where shit went south. Do we just try here? Let's try here. Because I gotta fucking play Ring Around the Rosie and make sure the other location is available for this. Because that's what happened last time. I got stuck because I didn't know what else to do. And so, yeah. Okay, that's what happened last time. I can't really move from there since I know that that's where I need to go. So now with her, can I now go to the candy shop? Because I can't really move anywhere else. Yeah, because I remember doing all this. Do I gotta do the thing again? Okay. Forgive me for speeding up to this. Because I remember talking to him. Yeah, because we were talking about how none of the Curse Bearers have been proactive. I'm basically repeating a lot of this. Yeah, the reason why I'm basically just fast forwarding through this was because this is what I read through last time I played, so, or last time we were here, so right now it's yeah, because then that's when we ran into Raishi. Yeah, because then we were trying to figure out where we wanted to move. Because I remember... Oh god, that's why I got fucking... Because we went here. We were gonna talk to these guys there, now that there were people there, but... Excuse me. We couldn't talk, but... Richter specifically had to go in and talk to them himself. Just had to go around and wait, or figure out a spot where I can wait, wherever this coffee shop is, while he was talking to these guys. So, that's basically what's happening at the moment. So, I think, better if I go around. Just walk around, visit a cafe or something perhaps. Wait, what? Is that where I fucked up at? I'm gonna go in and maybe a while, so feel free. Oh. That's where I fucked up. I meant to press the building again. That's what I did wrong. Okay, never mind. I didn't need to worry about that from last time. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? Well, fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt, he's the same man I saw last night. But he doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. Hmm? That doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we had a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask you. I'm hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you on about? The face he's making is just hilarious. Like, for some reason, it's always some duck face type of thing where it's like, There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stone of the haunting clappers. Glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Mrs. Yamamori. Is that so? Ah, that's what she looks like. Assuming you have obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has deep love for this land, excuse me, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was. Wait. Oh god, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Heihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo, who is gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of. Tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. Wait, so if what he's saying is true, then that means when What's-His-Face saw Michio... Sorry, I'm fixing that right now. Because, straight up, because basically, Janoichi, the teacher who died, sorry, I just saw something and it confused me for a second. But like basically, because what happened was that Mr. Fuck. Tools of which way? Okay, just wanted to at least make sure that I read the right thing. But basically, like Mr. Janoichi, he also died, and ironically enough, in the same instance that Michio, Yako's friend, died. Which was their body was severely bruised, gave the appearance of a fall, but also looked like they got run over. They never ruled, actually, yeah, they basically ruled Michio's death a suicide, but looking more into it, it felt like, it sounds like what might have killed her might have been whoever had, considering that I'm just basically putting shit together at this point, or at least assuming that what I'm saying is correct. I don't think the ever-burning lantern... Or was that? Wasn't the ever-burning lantern, right? I don't think... That doesn't feel right. I think it was the foot-washing mansion. Okay, yeah. So if I have it right... Michio died because of... Where is this bitch? This motherfucker, because he had it. He said that he didn't kill anyone, when I interrogated him as Tetsuo. However, there were multiple instances where the curse popped up saying, like, because you would be notified if Yutaro had said a lie. And multiple times the curse icon came up because you are supposed to die if you tell a curse, or I can choose to kill you if you're lying to me. He lied that entire fucking conversation, I guess, banking on the fact that it's like you're probably full of shit. So my guess is he killed Michio. Maybe no, I don't think he killed Jinoichi though. But if he died the same way as Michio, then that doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm kind of back and forth on. Oh, fuck, hold on. Let me see the story chart. Fuck! I hate the fact that I can't at least see the chart while I'm playing the game, which is annoying. I'll admit, the Zero Escape games and the Somnium Files have kind of spoiled me because I can at least look at the chart as I'm going, and I'm not restricted to like, well, if I do this, then I start in the chapter from the beginning. Fuck you. But if I'm right, I think what happened was that, what is it? If I'm right, what happened was that I think Yutaro did kill Michio. Maybe Jinoichi, but I need to make sure that my timeline is correct, which I don't believe, which part of me feels like I'm wrong, because I can't remember if Yutaro gave his curse stone to Tetsuo first before Jinoichi died, or if it was after, because also jumping between timelines doesn't help, because right now that's confusing the fuck out of me. All I know is that all happened in the course of one night, and I can't remember what happened in one night or another. I guess I really should have been taking notes for this game. Kind of like what I did with the Zero Escape games and the Somnium Files. That's what I should have fucking did. Ugh. The Rite of Resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over the curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Ooh, that is a good question, and you didn't answer. Oh, never mind, we have 6. Wait. That can't be right. Unless if the 7 mysteries are really 15 and not the 9 that was guessed to be. Or maybe I'm just making up the random number 15, but I could have sworn I remember that what was said was that it wasn't 7 mysteries, it's really 9, but some people have rumored it to be 15. I feel like he's lying. I don't believe it's 6. Because that would make Haraway the one that has the 7th stone. And again, that still can't be correct because Tetsuo has 3 on him. Because he convinced Yutaro and what's his name? Araishi to give up his stone, and then we have Nejima who is on the loose. So that can't be right. Also, hi Meisaku. Yeah, welcome to a whole bunch of let me figure out the fucking lore here. A lot of shit has happened. So yeah. Oh, I feel like this motherfucker is lying to me though, because that can't be correct. The 6? Well, I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we're on the same page. No, I think you're lying to me, bitch. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I got something important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. This motherfucker. He's acting shady, and yet I don't know if... I almost feel like he would be some devoted motherfucker to his CEO, to his boss that is supposed to be helping people, supposed to be getting rid of these curses. I don't believe any of this. I don't know. I need more information, motherfucker. I don't trust you. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. Because you'll have my information. You won't have Hathaway's information, who is the true possessor of the curse stone. And that's how it went. So there aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh. I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. It'd be funny if they were actually telling the truth, but I'm erring on the side of caution with that fucking company. Also, I hope you're doing well, Meisaku. You seem rather desperate to get a hold of ours despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. Tournament days are tiring? Oh! Wait a minute, because I know I've been falling behind on a lot of Discord shit lately. Did you go to a tournament today? How'd you do? Oh, Stockton was today. Nice. How'd you do? Good fucking shit. Chun-Li's broken. No, let me stop talking mess of shit. Joking aside, sweet and... Let's go. Good fucking shit. I'll eventually beat somebody in bracket. I'm slowly getting better at being more aggressive with Ryu. I think, ironically enough, being aggressive with Ken has kind of helped with that. However, I need to stop being nervous. Like, I don't care about results per se. I think I just put a lot of pressure on myself because I'm like, I put in so much work. Don't choke now, and yet that's exactly what I'm doing that's making me choke. When I know I can play a lot better than that. So, and thank you. You played better when you wasn't scared, and yeah, and that's where I need to get to, because I managed to get to that point with Tekken in season 1, but I think it's because around that time I was working from home, so I got to go to tournaments more. So I started feeling more confident in my play. That, and I think because Tekken can sometimes bring up my rage because of the nonsense and bullshit that I'm walking into, that, or at least Tekken 8 specifically, let me clarify. So I guess at that point I'm like, you know what? Fuck this, I don't care, I'm gonna punish. I practice for this fucking shit. That and sidestepping people who play way too linearly helps tremendously. I've been trying to get a little bit better at whip punishing as well. That way it's like, okay, for people who like to whiff, or for people who just press buttons out willy-nilly, I'm like, okay, I'm going to fucking hit you. I didn't stream it last night, but you would have been proud of me that I made a Chun-Li one and done me after I won. And it was a modern Chun. That's I think that Chung got upset. Because what was it? Because I was playing Ryu and I think what was it that happened? I was like, oh, I'm modern. They're probably gonna wait for me to jump. I did not jump fucking once unless if I overwhelmed the hell out of them. But even then, I barely did it. So it's like, oh, you're not getting a free DP off of me, so fuck you. That and they did some really random shit and they were trying to do stance in my face and I'm like, okay, crouching medium punch and then I get the combo after. Thank you. Cause no. Because I fought you, I've also fought Neo Chaos, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm well aware of how to deal with this. That and I also got some tips a while back, because I wrote down some notes when I practiced with Jimenez, but yeah. Yeah, DR into DI. You know what? That'd be a funny way to actually, that would actually be a funny name for yourself if you ever change your name just once. Just call yourself Dr. DI, but it's really just a funny, like, pseudo bullshit name because technically the doctor would be Drive Rush into DI. Like, think about it. They won't know, but we do because we know what that means. They'll be thinking that you're like the Dr. DI and it's like, oh no, she's giving away her game plan. It's really Drive Rush into DI. She gave you her game plan. You guys just weren't paying attention. Doctor. Oh my god. Now that you know about my joke about the doctor, now I'm afraid. Drive Rush Hazanshu. I would be so mad at you. I would be so mad at you. You would be. Oh my god. Oh, if you're doing that, then I gotta... What would be my quote-unquote doctor name? I have to find a way to make either low kick or light kick, like crouching light kick, Dr. Raw overhead. Oh. Now that makes no sense. I don't think it would work as well. I would have to type it. But I don't think that would work as well. Or if I lowercase the O, or if I just do lowercase r and then O. I don't know. Wait, hold on, because I didn't want to miss that. Okay, I wonder about that too. Okay, I want to make sure that I kept that. Actually, I should probably just do this so I don't accidentally fuck that up, but yeah. I'm trying to find ways to like put some random nonsense. That way it's like nobody will understand what this name means except people who are in the know. Like right now it's me and you and anybody lurking. You're like, plot twist, motherfucker. I'm giving away my game plan and my name. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. I think I actually, yeah, I joked with Straker Man once where I'm like, if I were to ever make a new name for myself, it would be a skill issue. But the funny part is, who has the skill issue? Is it me or you? The world may never know until we fight. We'll find out when we're fighting. Skill issue can go both ways. Exactly. The mix-up, the 50-50. So people will be like, it's an insult, and it's like, nah, you don't know. You don't know. This is a joke for me. You will never understand. It's a very toxic ass name, but still. It's the 50-50. You don't know which way that name is gonna go. You're gonna think you're insulting me, but you don't get it. But yeah. Like, I would never change my actual tournament name, but it was just something funny to think about. I swear, next time I fight you, if you actually put Dr. Hazanshu, I'm probably gonna lose the first match very easily because I'll be too busy laughing. If I'm being real, I'm gonna be too busy laughing. And the next match, I'll be like, give me a second, and then I'll just jump in with Dr. Aro and then hope that you remember this conversation. Oh my god. Okay, back to murder and curses. But seriously though, congrats on your bracket win against Ninja Blaze. Good shit. Like, really good shit. How many people participated today? It still counts. We take those. We fucking take those. You were one away from getting top 3. That's completely fine. Because... okay. Gotcha. Okay. And yeah, still counts. Because I was thinking the same thing for myself one time. Actually, no. I'm going to tell you the same thing that was told to me. Because one time I don't, like... No, let me not downplay myself. Fuck that. I'm tired. I need to stop doing that. And I hold you motherfuckers to holding me accountable for that shit. But, like, what was it? Because I was in a Tekken tournament. It was in Cartridge Cartel. I think there was a total of 8 people for a Tekken. Like, there were not double digits. I got second place... And the only person who beat me that night was Bad Intent. No one else beat me that night. I was like, okay, well, I mean, it was out of 8 people. And then they're like, no, it still counts. Fuck that. You fought hard to get there. Shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna say the same thing to you. There we go. That and one of the people who you beat, again, Ninja Blaze. It was not an easy opponent. So, fuck that. We take those. As expected of my rival. Don't make me yell at you. I still gotta yell at you for Silent Hill. You wanna lock in next month so you could get a freebie from Japan? Do it. Do it. Oh, that reminds me. Fitz is next month. I may just go spectate. This time. Yeah. Or I'll see how I feel about it in terms of going or stuff like that, but probably spectating this time. And so... Alright. Are you gonna be at Fitz next month, or why am I saying next month? Next week? Because I cannot English. While I wait for enter, let me go ahead and read this. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Unless if it's a cult and that dude really blindly believes in her. There's 2 reasons why that I would guess. Either one, he's telling the truth and he really does believe that neither of you fuckers can do anything about it, or 2, he's just a sucker. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. That's the other thing that I didn't think about that either. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up in the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from the mystique. That's unsettling. Oh yeah, it is. How interesting that the Queen of Hihaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the right of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. We should avoid Hihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed their identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. In the meantime, we should be off somewhere else. There's no reason to stick around here any longer. Alright, fair. Okay. Okay, I already did that too. Alright, let's go. Alright, where are we moving? I think we could go here. We're here? This is Midorichi Park. Ayame Tunnel lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. It seems picking up Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? Well, we don't fucking know. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko Sugaru. Not only that, Katsuhika Hokusai's home was also in this area. It might be why Ayame chose to live here. It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Richter seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelength. Wow, that's... Well, actually, no, I can see why she said that, because he also figured out the stickers associated with her son that she didn't even know. We won't get much done standing here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether or not she's home. Oh wait, no, I did do that. Because then he went to go check. Found out that the cops were around, so he couldn't get much information. And she didn't return either. Yeah. And then... Okay, so then we move, and then we go... I don't know where else we can really go. I guess now we can do that since the other thing was already picked up on. Maybe. Okay. Read all this before. Bum. Okay. And then this is where we got all the information about, yeah, the rumor, the thing about Michio. That somebody saw that it was what she looked like there. Okay, what do you guys want me to do then? Because I think we tried here, we got as much information that we could. How'd it go? Yeah, the mental abuse, everything that she went through. Oh, whoa, hold up. That's new, because that didn't happen last time. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, so you came here too? What is it? Okay. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Oh, so they do know him. Okay. This is new. This did not happen last time. So now I can't go here until after... Oh, because now I guess we're getting it from this angle. Okay, so then this will most likely be last, so let's go here first. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Ideally, we could talk to somebody who was involved in the incident. Easier said than done, though. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course, where that teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. Oh, right. Speaking of schools, what is it? He said paranormal affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that psychic high school you mentioned to help us? Wait, do they know, Mio? Do they know her? What the fuck? Why does everybody fucking know each other, or they're all interjected, or they don't... What the fuck? Jesus. Okay. A lot of people involved in the case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, he sure seemed eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. When did you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. Okay. The news that the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. The school gate will stay locked with forensics and, Jesus. The school gate will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. God, that was hard to say. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Oops, nope. Meant to do... Here we go. Komagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of the buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. Oh, fuck. Yoshimi also looked out for these students as a Sumida city officer. Juvenile delinquency has been a growing problem for years now. This school is no exception. Okay, so what do y'all want to do? Are we just fucked? Or maybe we're not fucked. Maybe this is the extent of it. I don't see anyone who can help. 9 AM, a perfectly reasonable time for students to be at school, and yet I doubt it will be that simple. Okay, maybe that might have to be the best bet. Okay, fine, let's move. Let's go have the conversation already. Seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone? Maybe I should go alone. The houses are really crammed together in these narrow alleyways. Strangers like us walking through definitely stand out. It really feels like old Tokyo. It's quiet. This place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. It seems like everybody's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. To be fair, I would have stayed the fuck inside too. So the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best that we didn't find her parents. Erio's checking the Shiraishi house. Oh my god, the Shiraishi house at the end of the road. This street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. No, okay. Can I just talk to you or no? Alright, I guess we just going. Alright, I'll go check the house. Idiots all checking the Shiraishi household. I'll just wait till he gets back. Oh, you're back? No luck, boss. No one home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Hey, looks kind of disappointed. Not much you could do. If they're not home, let's go somewhere else for now. Cannot currently. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. So it would have to be her then. Fine, let's check here. Because I can't go anywhere else, motherfuckers. Oh. Hold up. Oh, I think I need to go to the fucking high school. Yeah. What do I need to do? What did I do wrong? Because I can't progress any further with this dude. So alright, fine, let's just start from school. Good. She's looking for the talisman. I don't know where else I can go because it's like, and then we chose the location. Okay, cool, but oh, fine. I'll just do this. I'm gonna try something. Okay. Since it said 9 a.m. because I'm running out of ideas here. Since it says 9 a.m., I'm gonna put them here. And then now, for fancy sushi, resume. Okay, I think this is what I needed to do. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Fuck you, game. Holy hell. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. They wouldn't be able to do this themselves, so I'm the one that has to rearrange the timeline to have them meet up at the same time in order for me to— wow. Alright, that's slick. That's slick. I'm fucking pissed, but that was very slick. Alright, here we are. Coma got a high. That's so suspended. Yeah, we know about that. Okay, let's at least finish all this. Oops, nope. Huh? That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? Ironically, it's the exact fucking chick that we needed to speak to. I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention, or... yeah, we were brought here for a reason. Yeah, I'm the one that summoned both you fuckers here. Come on, Edio. No, what? That's extremely cheeky, game. That's very cheeky. Hey, aren't you... must be the high schoolers skirting the child labor laws that who I've heard so much about. Dude, what the fuck? Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. honestly fair. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about it. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wow. Fucker. Wait. Really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? These girls are at our service. Wow, motherfucker. Well, Tetsuo's like, this bitch. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said I... Sushi? Looking forward to it, boss. You are such a dick. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are funny. You should do stand-up. Uh-huh. Okay. Forensics is... Oh my god, forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't want to bring those kids to a place like this, but there are too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it would be good to have me look around the scene too. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Junichi's body was found. They moved his body, but this way we still have an idea on how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh. Cool it, Idio. You're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little too much for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Doesn't mean shit. Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of a curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does it mean Junichi was killed by one of the curses of the Seven Mysteries? Yes. A strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No? I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tsutsumi. She's gonna get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing. Mio, you're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. So a curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must have been on the scene too. Thought there would have been something else there, but nope. It's usually easier to let Eddie do all the talking when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It'll be quicker if I take the reins this time. We did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how it plays out. Sushi, huh? Well, if that'll solve the case, it's a small price to pay. I'll just expense it to paranormal affairs later. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? And this random girl you know is already involved with the case? Yeah, I totally didn't put her there for you. Alright. So, how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the curse stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the curse stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio. She does. Is she alright? You can take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Huh? You want to talk to me? You'd probably be better off asking Mio. Bitch, you were there though! Thank you. please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school. You were here last night? Yes. You see... Huh. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool! So that's when you ran into the cursed Echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The cursed Echo we saw take the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? That's... Fuck. Okay, who's missing an arm and a leg? Who's missing an arm and a leg? She doesn't look like she's missing an arm and a leg. Oh! Kills by drowning one who leaves the cursed bearer behind. Oh yeah, that's right, we did say that that's what the thing was. Okay, no, that's a false procession. We don't know that yet. Yeah, this one shows both. The arm and leg off. Okay, so that's the one-sided. Oh, fuck! Right, because Nejima's the fucking janitor. I forgot that. The one-sided read. This is bad. Huh? What's so bad about that one? That's the one with Nejima. You idiot! Think! The curse bearer of the one-sided read is... Where is this bitch? Fumachika Nejima. He admitted it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case... Nejima might have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but... What? Who's Nejima? I know I said Nejima before, like... I don't know if it's Nejima or Nejima. I think it's probably Nejima. I'm gonna go back to Nejima. What the fuck? That's a weird ass shit to basically just... Fine. So, Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get to your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Janoichi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. No, there's one more. Also the janitor. Yep, there we go. Don't forget old man Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi? Do you mean Hitomi Okuda? Second year student? Well, yes, why? Boss? So she was here last night. No, you're concentrating on the wrong person. You're concentrating on the wrong person. Concentrate on fucking... What's his face? I just said the bastard's name. Ashimiya. Concentrate on that bastard. I saw Hitomi earlier though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. Ah, I see. Don't worry, this is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did Hitomi say anything about him? Yes, she did, actually. We can at least do that before we get to the rest of it. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yes. Apparently he asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about them with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi though. You don't seem like too bad a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. Do you think she'd talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right. One more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I will. But, well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes. Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I never really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I never spoken to him myself. All the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. Jeez, what's up with that? Okay. The amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to the mystery. Okay. Let's go back to him. They were talking about people who were at the school last night. There was one more person, though I'm not too clear in the details. There was someone else? Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Janoichi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information? What she said happened was Michio was the one who killed Mr. Janoichi. Are you sure it's really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Again, it could be the one-sided read. Sorry, I was just adjusting that. Janoichi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss. Do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nijima was behind Janoichi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Excuse me. Huh? Why are you interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to the school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all of this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you... No way. Erio had the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Now I'm scared. Well, I'm glad that they came to the same conclusion as me. Why am I afraid that I'm being misled hard right now? I feel like I'm being misled hard like fuck. Okay. Yes, right away. I really feel like I'm being misled like all types of shit. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No. That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He'd always avoid it. Erio, call for an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Oh, fuck. Shinoichi was almost definitely killed by a curse. But I wonder about the exact cause of death. If the curse's origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. Actually, wait. Oh, wow, fuck. I was afraid of that. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. Ah, I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Edio. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seemed he had his doubts about it being a suicide. A van? Speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? I can't pull off screams as well. Not, or at least I can't. Hold that thought. A van. There's a young man in a driver. Hold on, why are you automatically doing this now? A van. There's a young man in the driver's seat, in the passenger seat. A woman? Yako? Oh, did she get slapped? Probably not slap you. Yes? Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah. I'm okay, I think. Sorry I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. It was quite the surprise, though. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jinoichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that, I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. I can guess, and we would find out more information if we spoke to Hathaway. Jesus Christ. The fuck? Okay. Michio, what happened? Okay, just had to make sure. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you- oh, I already know that. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that? To think he was so close to us this whole time. Ugh, it gives me chills. A guy like that shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone last night. What? I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it happen old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? Ah! I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What? You did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. Well, that further fucking confirmed it. Because when I did say something, she died. And when I kept my fucking mouth shut, she was fine. However, that might not have been exactly what happened, but who the fuck knows? You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. Nope, it was because I went back in time like this shit was fucking Zero Escape. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law, help us. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of the Seven Mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably still... Why did that fall? 1 second. God damn. This fucking thing fell. Okay. Fine, I guess I'll hook you here then, you fucking bitch. That's probably better for you, you asshole. Alright, anyway. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You Mr. Araishi? I would very much like to talk to him. Ah, right. He's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. You two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe? Oh! Kuroki... Oh my god. Kurokikyo Cafe in Kamezawa. Thank god I get myself an attempt to try to do that. Alright, thanks. We'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes, so don't worry about that. I'll allow it. Thank you. Huh? That's all it takes? What the fuck, I sounded jealous. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why. Okay. Okay, what else can I do here? Miyakoto Suzu. She's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief. I've heard that she helps out with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty while I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look weak, but she's got some strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus, quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. Hey boss, forensics. Oh my god, hey boss, forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss? They found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is that? A ribbon? Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. What? Wait, I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely, I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then, did she come back to life somehow? I was gonna say I don't think so, but considering this game, I could be so fucking wrong. But how? Boom, boom. If I was Michio and it came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got revenge on Janoichi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Yeah. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you were a big help. Thank you. We should start a search for Nejima and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it. Thank you and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going wherever you're ready. We'll leave the curse lifting to the girls while we go looking for Nejima and Chozawa. There's also the matter of Yoshimi's talisman, but we won't get anything done staying here. We better get a move on. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so now I can finally get to this conversation. Okay. Whew. Near the Shiraishi household. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. My name is Jun Erio. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean you, but sure. This is the brilliant Chief Inspector Tsutsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. So you two are detectives? This is my client, Mrs. Haruo Ishigima. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. Wait, a bigwig named Shigima? Boss, do you know this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry. I am my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. What the fuck? How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on a second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. I thought we might cause trouble standing in the middle of the street talking like this, but so far we haven't drawn attention. Then again, that might just be because nobody wants to get involved with the case. A young and energetic detective. He seems to have a strong sense of justice. When my son had the chance to grow older, perhaps he would have become an officer just like him. He seems like he's got a lot of experience working the streets. Most officers I know are the bureaucratic desk jockey types. The contrast is rather striking. It seems that we're acquainted, but also like they haven't talked in a long time. So these detectives are out here because of the recent string of strange deaths. It's best we keep quiet about our involvement with the curses. I guess knowing how to deal with cops is also part of an investigator's job. Not quite. The two of us used to be comrades is all. Comrades? That's right, Richter used to be a part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Is that so? You should give it a try, Ario. There's more freedom in working as a private investigator. Can't say much for the quality of life, though. It's been 2 years, right? I haven't heard of you since you quit. I didn't think your business would last, but here you are. You sure you don't want to return to the force? We take you back with open arms. What? To sit on my ass and watch the birds fly? I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world. Come on, Richter. We need your talent. The public needs you. Nah, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep on tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandoned. Damn. I can't believe you were actually part of the police force once. There's a story behind everything, man. I don't regret my time on the force. I wouldn't have the connections I have today without it. So the detectives are out here because of the recent string of strange deaths. It's best. Oh, okay, yeah, I did say that already. Alright, who do I want to talk to first? What brings you here, Richter? You on a case? That's right, I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year? Oh, I remember now. You're that Haruo Shigima from the kidnapping case. Huh? Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Murasata Shigima's grandson was killed. Which must have been your son, ma'am? Indeed, that story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then? That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We hope to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again. Interesting. Okay. It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. Well, I do consider the police my people. So you consider the blame to be shared. You got a stern side as well, I see. Okay, now I get to talk to... Wait, do I need to... Nope. Alright, now it's Tetsuo's turn. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. And that is... Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. If you insist. Fuck. This really sucks. Ooh. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? I know what his ability is. Because if I lie, I die. Technically, I would not know much. Because I wouldn't. I really don't know. But that can also be seen as like me fibbing when that's not entirely the truth. Let me save. Holy phone. Can't say I know much. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. He has to know I'm lying. That was a close one though. I hope they're not onto us. Oh, he's definitely onto us. He's definitely onto us. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Wait a second. I assume they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Him and his JoJo pose, I don't understand. Out of the ordinary? Guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about the curses just now? Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you gotta say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they got you head office guys on it. Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collecting soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. And these cursed stones were somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these cases. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into this all. But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on the South Watagesui Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think? Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. We already got his curse stone. Impressive. You two are working quick? Did you see anything else? Not that I can remember. He knows we're lying. He knows we're lying. He knows we're lying. Oh, that's a shame. There's no way you don't know. There's no way you don't know. Richter's amazing. He's coaxed out so much information we didn't know about the curse bearers from them. There's no way we could cooperate with them when we're trying to get our hands on the right ourselves. If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a cursed stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know. Excuse me. Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you can lend a hand on our case too. There's a number of people we can't track, and any missing oh my god, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, no? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyways? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh. By the way, that reminds me, Richter. Yes? You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance. You knew? I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously? Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi? Oh right, Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you heard of it. I heard it. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Janoichi? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet, but the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we've found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true, then... Did you figure something out? Kakichiro Iwai. Huh? Wait. Oh, fuck. The abusive stepfather. Right. He's the next victim. If she's actually alive, he would be the next victim. Oh, my lord. Okay. We had to open the door to Shiraishi's house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that. You know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... No, he has every right to flip out. Because now I'm thinking this dude's dead, which would explain why there's no activity. Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. We're gonna find him dead. We're gonna find him dead. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. This dude's dead. I'm sorry for the noise from the mic. I keep trying to adjust it and I might see if there's any oil that I can put on this shit so it can stop making that noise. Alright. Everyone, come quick. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Whoa, what's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here. Whoa, could that be Michio's dad? Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's got to be the body of Kakichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Hideo, did you find Janoichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Janoichi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. Wait. Sorry, I think I'm hearing barking from outside. Sorry about that. Hopefully you don't hear as much considering the game noise, but yeah. Oh, fuck. It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived. It's gotta be that. And if she's alive, then... Wait. Fuck you. Fuck you. You pulled out just as I saw what looked like one of the posters there. I think I saw one poster of Najima in the fucking wall, you asshole. How dare you pull me back from there? You're a fucking dick. How dare you? How dare you? My apologies for interrupting. I know it just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? I mean, I thought of that as a possibility too, because I'm like, maybe what happened is whatever happened to her. Wait, hold on, that would make no sense because they supposedly found her body. What the fuck? Okay. The thing is, you come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? I feel like a dunce. I don't think I've actually picked up on it. The only thing that I can really legit guess is that, okay, based on how you phrase that, before I click the next fucking thing, I don't think that it is a dead girl going around taking revenge from beyond the grave. And I did think about the possibility that she never died. But if that's the case, whose body was that they claimed was Michio's? Whose actual body is that? And also, what was the vision that Yako had? That's the thing that I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna save. I don't trust this shit. And so, I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? Wait, fuck. She wasn't here. I'm trying to think. This is what I get for not writing down all my information. I really should have written it down. Fuck. Where would she have been at 8? Fuck! I don't know where she was. Shit, I got drop kicked. And I'm not sure what the answer is. If she killed her stepfather last night, where would she have been this morning? But she also killed Janoichi. Hold on. Any files, any person of interest shit. Hold on. Wait. Carried an old talisman, a memento of her father with her. Wait. Holy fuck, wait a minute. Now I feel like I had to look through these fucking notes now just to make sure I'm not going crazy. Where is... what's his face? Okay, so... I need to look at the fucking hell. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to... my initial... My gut is telling me this. I could be wrong. I see, I see. So that's what you think. Am I wrong? Let's take a moment to reconsider what you know and choose again, shall we? So I am wrong. Wait, could she have been at the school? Because I can't think of another place that she would be. She couldn't have been here. Or maybe she could have, but I thought that she would stay there that entire time. I'm gonna guess the high school. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shit. Fuck! I am not guessing this on the right thing. I feel like... Jesus! This is a new location. This is the only thing that I can think of. Because I don't think I've ever been to Honji Bridge. Am I wrong again? Oh, bitch. Where could... So isn't there... I didn't go here. Where did she die? Or supposedly die? Okay, so it's nothing on this fucking whole ass side then. You know, just for shits and giggles. The game hit a very interesting plot point, and I feel silly because Michio is alive. There's a possibility that she's not dead. And she's already killed 2 people. Cause people weren't sure if they were telling the truth or not, or whatever, like the teacher, the one who had blackmail on Michio. Michio definitely killed him, and from what I can gather, she has a curse stone. Because that's the only thing that I can really think of at this point. So she killed Jonoichi, and she also killed her stepfather. We just found his body. So then this game is also really cool in how they're handling shit, because I got stuck for a second, and what I needed to do was arrange the timeline where I could get 2 people to meet up at the same time at 9 o'clock. And then like, oh, fancy meeting you here. And I'm like, oh, you sneaky little shit of a game. Okay, I see you. I see you. Except now I'm fucked because I don't know what to do. Or I don't know where to go. Fine. Let's try here. Am Am I wrong again? I've been guessing wrong this entire time, and I don't know where this bitch is. I'm just selecting everything at this point, and I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah. Fine, let's try the bridge. Am I wrong? What? Where am I wrong? You can't possibly tell me that it's a fucking candy shop. I see very well. Okay. Wait, so, but why was it the... Oh. Hold up, he did say something. He said, I see very well. We haven't gone to the candy shop yet, but that doesn't make any... Whatever. This game, you got it wrong 10 times. Well, it's a trivial matter. Fuck you. Fuck you for calling me out like that, you bitch. It may have been easier to reach that conclusion had you considered the cause of death. Wait, what do you mean? Let's get back to the story. You don't get to say that and then fucking bounce after... I feel offended. I feel fucking offended. This bitch. He legit just said, hey, you got it wrong 10 times. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe if you actually paid attention to what the cause of death was. And I'm like, it said she died at South Wadagasui Street. But alright. Before I fucking continue, because you want to be a fucking piss ass right now. Let's see. Hold on. Where the fuck is this bitch? There we go. Broken and severely contorted. From a nearby. Okay. Oh. Oh, duh, her fucking friend worked at the candy shop. Wait, but that doesn't make... Hold on. I'm curious. No. Nope, excuse me. According to location and condition of ice suggest suicide. Traffic accident. That's all I have. What am I missing? What happened? Her body was discovered a week ago. Died from full body blunt force trauma in the alley off. Was it a fake body? It was someone's fake body then. If she never died... This fucker's teasing me, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I'm being played with. I'm being played with, and I don't know how I feel about this. Urza, I'm about to be mad at this fucking damn asshole right now. I feel so offended. And then this bitch bolts after fucking interrupting. Especially because in the apartment building, I know. Especially because in this apartment, you see Nejima's poster right there. Okay. Wait, so you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just think it through and it becomes obvious. It tracks, but do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Edio, go report this to HQ. Understood. I'll get right on it. I'll get on it right away. Yeah, this dude's face is plastered everywhere. Nejima's face is plastered everywhere, and it's the serial killer. Unless if what this is trying to imply to me is that... Wait, but that... Oh wait, no. If he got out 6 months ago, then maybe he could have been the reason why... No, wait, but that was a year ago. That makes no sense. I feel like I'm thinking in the wrong direction. Alright, let's keep going. I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking stuff that needs looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person pasted on the wall over there. Huh? Yep. Oh. Whoa, now hold on. Those photos. These are all of, yep, Fumichika Nejima. Gross. Or Nejima. Really? Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over there. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine? Let's keep looking around. This place is disgusting. Did Michio Shiraishi really live here? I mean, when you have negligent ass motherfucking parents and an abusive fucking jackass, then yeah. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world did this. They're magic runes. They're used in the Western black magic rituals. Most of the time they're useless imitations though. I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my. Who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned. She's pretty informed on the subject. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place? Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Okay. Fucking black magic shit. Okay. Looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual or whatever was something he attempted up to recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard some strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Awai was the one chanting? Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is that they're trying to do. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but from the looks of him, I'd say he's Kankichiro Iwai. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person for being an abusive piece of shit. You seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Why would you say that and there's a cop right there? I know you want to get revenge on the asshole who killed your son, but why would you say this while there's a cop right there? Okay. Cruel is what it is. Thank you, Richter. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right. Idio isn't here. So let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see. Thank you anyway. But the window and storm shutter closed. No light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. Look at these pictures of Fumika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think Nejima might be involved in all this too. You think he might have anything to do with the body here? Maybe. The man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard. So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say? That's right. We talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand... Oh god. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say? You were the kid from back then? You were really brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. There's a lot of coincidental shit in this, I swear. So you two have met before. Fancy that? I've been worried that Fumika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here. The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Awai and Fumika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. Person who've been. He might hold some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... Oh my god. Is Michio helping Nejima? Could she be wanting revenge because of everything that she went through? What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. Huh. There seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here, alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. Do you think this Hawaii guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes besides the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Hawaii doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. No, I think this might have been Michio. If it's been like this for a while, and considering dipshit who's on the floor was barely even there, I assume. What if she was trying to do something like that? Fuck, this is hard to say. But why would he be studying black magic? According to materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be the black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Also ironic considering that I'm also wearing my Full Metal Alchemist shirt. You can't tell because of the light in my room, but yeah. Talk about resurrection. Resurrection? Like the right? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. What is it? This looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's. A journal. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow. Now this is something. Wait. Is this bitch the reason why Nejima even knew about the right? Or that he knew about the cursed stones, probably because of that fucking dipshit? What is it? What did he write? This is quite defined. Let me give you a summary. So this Iwai fellow, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into black magic from the start. He believed he could learn to successfully perform the spell. He could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. Oh. What? It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Yeah, because how the fuck did they know? Likely not coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest to the Nejima murders after he made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Nejima of all people? This is a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yep, it's been a mystery to all of us from the very start. Whoa now. Wait just 1 minute. Do you think? No way. Are you saying? That's right. The murders might have been a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. This fucking crazy bastard. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the arts carried out by Nejima. You gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic. That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane. Excuse me. You're telling me that nutjob did all of this for some hokey pokey resurrection? Shit, resurrection? That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life. Damn. That's it. That has to be it. Fucking hell, it all makes sense now. What is it? I feel like I'm behind. Hold on, wait. It's about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby. A baby? It was a girl, looked to be about 6 months old. But she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So was Nejima the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge. He found her? She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. Jesus Christ. Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now. Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima is guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing. Yeah, I remember all of that. Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. Jesus. Goodness. That's horrific. He killed her? And dismembered her body. Jesus fucking Christ! And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. What the fuck am I reading? Holy shit. Okay. I am hot away right now. What the fuck? Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation. Here? But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge. I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear. Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. As this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility it was his child, and that maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a cursed stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection. Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking that he was only after the curse's power to massacre. Chief Inspector. Yeah. What happened to the child? Without a birth registration on file, best we could do is find the girl some suitable foster parents. My guess is Michio is maybe the foster child? But that can't be right because that would put her at 20. Granted, high school kids, but what was her? No. Okay, no. Yeah, it couldn't have been her. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain keeps wanting to fucking connect that, but that's not. But that's not real. Unless that story was falsified. But I'm trying to figure out where the fuck she falls into this. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future. Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Unless it's the quote unquote woman who was crazy enough to resurrect an artist. Because we haven't seen her in a minute. Unless the bitch lied. And she's the daughter. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in EY's journal. We know EY had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol, Nejima, while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him that. Yeah, that was a mistranslation. Turns out someone gave him the idea. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps herself, Natsue Mori. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? The shady fucking bitch. Excuse me. Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps? So that's where this leads. Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Yep. Okay, so now we know the real truth behind why they're trying to get all the curse stones. Which I knew it wasn't trying to cleanse them or whatever. It was her trying to do this without killing anyone if she could help it. It's also assuming that she's not dead already and they didn't lie about it. But yeah. Magic, rituals, and rites. She used whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into Rite of Resurrection as well. That explains that. That's where it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the Rite of Resurrection. It's starting to sound likely. It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. Godly powers? What's all that about? You can ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce the family into taking him in to keep a low profile. Wow. This piece of shit. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? This has something to do with me? No. You can't be. Oh my god. Fuck. You've realized then. Perhaps. if I'm right. Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Let me go back a bit. Considering he was doing black magic. His magic was magic. Okay, her name's not there, so it's not that. Kankichiro's Iwai. Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. Yep. That's exactly it. He's the murderer. And because he's an abusive piece of shit, he probably forced Michio to fucking hell. Iwai moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young. Jesus Christ. How long had he been living with them? Her son is most likely one of the sacrifices, so the ransom wouldn't have mattered. Oh no. Of course. That awful man. So it was Iwai. This man. Iwai worshipped Nejima, so he must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time... Fuck! Jesus Christ! Oh my god, this dude's an asshole. Holy fuck. Iwai kidnapped Haruo Shigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. I can't even attempt to replicate that scream. She found the man that's the reason why her son is dead. And he didn't die because it was a ransom or some other shit. This sucks because she even said that she could even do it all over again. She would pay the money to save her son. Only to find out that wouldn't matter. They planned on killing him anyway for a stupid fucking sacrifice. Jesus Christ, these people are demented. Yeah. You're telling me then that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child? I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. Yeah, he fucking forced her to do it. That man, he took Shuichi. Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. Actually, if he doesn't fucking try to solve all this shit by dusk, he will know exactly what you're going through, because Najima is planning on doing the same shit to his daughter. So he knows fully well, not in the moment, but he will eventually. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices? What a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Okay, ma'am, let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is... Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal. Oh? Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year, after Nejima was released on parole. My bad for me fucking up this dude's name multiple times. I don't know if it's Nejima or if it's Najima. I'm guessing Nejima. That's my guess here. He provided him with accommodation and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishis, it seems most went to Nejima instead. If Nejima is lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout. Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Did you not hear him? She's alive. She probably still is alive. From what I'm guessing from all of this now, her death probably was faked. Wait, no, she's alive. That's right, Michiro Shirai, she's alive. If you can find her and get her to talk to you, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. Fuck my life. You're a piece of shit. Holy fuck. You are the fucking worst. God, this dude's a dick. Holy shit. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, man? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck there. You're right, but Richter, I feel grateful towards Michio because she killed the kidnapper. There's that too. But it's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired a sizable amount by now. Fucking hell, I knew that's where she was going. Soul dregs, I mean. I'm curious if this game is gonna force me to kill her. Because she may not stop. It isn't. I've already had the hunch before. I'm afraid that this game is gonna put me in a position where I will have to kill her. Hey, Richter? Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Nejima is planning to cause a massacre to collect soul drakes, then all the better. Fucking hell. You think your son is gonna want to come back? Knowing how he came back? It's not like he won't figure it out. I won't give up on resurrection. So, I'm counting on you. Fuck. Alright. I'm afraid this will probably go straight like a bat out of hell, but at least one more segment and then maybe I'll call it a night. Jesus Christ. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know. It'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Cafe? Never been to one before. How exciting! It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, though. I mean, cigarette butt. Hold on. There we go. I haven't bumped into one of those in a minute, but alright. Yako, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a curse stone? An Okame mask? That must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night. Damn, there of all places? Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer? Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse, though? What would be the best way to approach this? I have a feeling kissing his ass will probably end up maybe getting him to say something. It's just, a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these cursed stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well versed in this matter. You're the only one who we can count on, Mr. Araishi. Would you help us, please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm in hearing what you have to ask. Yep. Oh my god, you're such a fucking... Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and Seven Mysteries curse stones happening now? Oh, taking an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No? I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from the occult? What? You are really fucking bad at your research if you haven't heard this. Mr. Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in these things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well, you may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up, right? Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and, think it could really help your research. I see. Now that you mention it, it seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... What if I act disappointed? Aww. We figured you would know since you're so smart. How disappointing. How dare you! You make it sound like I'm stupid. You couldn't be more wrong. Do you realize how devoted I am to this research? Allow me to first... oh my god. Is it elucidate? I think it's elucidate. You're regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Oh my god, you were really easy to manipulate. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the later half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little known onmyoji called Seimin's... oh my god... Tsuchimikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seimin Tsuchimikado. I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it was written in the Record of Fates. As brilliant as Seimin was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seimin recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself? The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimin's speciality, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. He uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the rite of resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Record of Fates in there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fates. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection. That's weird. That is really weird. So the whole point, the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. But how did the curse stones come into play, especially because they were not mentioned at all? Let alone the 7 mysteries, too. Their curse is one used to, oh my god, their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Huh. That's similar to what Mia said, actually. Excuse me, Mr. Araishi. What is it, Ms. Kurosuzu? He published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff. But about that, there was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It's just nonsense then? Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it. And that is, well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple of students so passionate about this topic. Thank you. This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It was just after Seimin arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. Wait, what? What the fuck? A conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. The actual 9 mysteries. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual. I call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that the Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seimin's rite of resurrection. Fuck. Yes, that is how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seimin brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point Seimin was likely using a different name. Then, in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interesting party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. So the people who died, if his theory is correct, they all died through whatever that incident was or what led to it. God, this shit is so fucking dark. So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the Seven Mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. Or were they related to the rite? And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are. Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the Seven Mysteries etched into those who receive the cursed stones. Resentful memories? Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind. Oh, I did. Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 cursed echoes, which over time came to be spoken of the 7 mysteries. Thus, gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Araishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagoda tower at a festival. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say, the 9 cursed echoes, one of them is Seimin himself, or so I suspect. Huh? Seimin was one of the victims of the Honjo incident too? Meaning an onmyoji as powerful as him also became a cursed echo? Right. It would make sense that the cursed stone tied to a cursed echo like that would be special. The power of a cursed stone is different based on the cursed echo. Fucking hell, why am I afraid that that stupid, what the fuck is a damn curse that Nejima has? Where is it? The one-sided reed. Why am I afraid that's what that is? I'm afraid that's exactly what it is. Whatever this is. Or maybe not? Unless it happens to be the beckoning light, but I doubt it's that. Mio. And maybe with Simon's curse echo we could... Yes, we might be able to settle this whole situation. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. Sorry. Mr. Araishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot Washing Mansion. and Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? But not Seimin, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who performed the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seimin. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one. Oh, so you were there when it happened. And yeah, he did very well to escape it because I muted the voice. So female Onmyoji and rival of Seimin was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echoes from the craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Shinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. Oh. The rite of resurrection. Precisely. This man, Shinkichi, must have been in contact with Seimin. If I could just collect all the memories, everything will be revealed and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives. But they may not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. Another thing. Yes? You never really finished about what the trigger for all of this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left the message is the culprit behind the Ninjama murders from 20 years ago. What? If something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Araishi, please tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the Record of Fates by a woman. Yeah, I know, it's what's her fucking face? The fucking CEO. Although now we got confirmation that it was her, but how did she get a hold of it? That's the thing that I'm curious about. How did she get a hold of it? A woman. Well, her voice sounded like a woman's. I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice? It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen at my feet. 1 month? Did she specify the time period? I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have, oh my god, it must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. It makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence, I went public with the Record of Fates. Ihaka and the occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Assuming the CEO wasn't the one behind that. Wait. Oh my fucking lord. It better not have been that random ass woman. I have not... I'm wrong. I feel like I'm wrong. I don't think it's the CEO. I think it was what's her fucking face. This bitch. Miss University student. Miss University student. Because we haven't seen or heard anything about her in a while. So my working theory is that, especially because she's a university student, she dropped the Record of Fates to Araishi to start the rumor. And as much as it sucks, because I forgot about this bitch, who's to say that this baby is not Nejima's baby, possibly, as well? Because this motherfucker wanted to do the whole occult thing. Who's to say she's not both? Who's to say she's not both? That's my guess. That's what I'm sticking with right now. Huh. Hihaku. As in Hihaku soaps? Right. I mean, no, that's not important. Just some personal business. After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Is there anything else you know? Very well. I told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About Seimon's Record of Fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation? Actually, the section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript, according to which, after the Honjo incident, Seimon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum to the event. The addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. Oh. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate? If Seimon died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. Really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed? Of course not. He could use the rite of resurrection. Oh. You're telling me Seimon used it on himself. The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. This fucking dipshit. Then, is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he started to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs? It sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. when I received a record of fates, the Yin scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Saman's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the two documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched. Saman had descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now. Yes. In fact, I tried to trace the line as far as I could. It wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, if the record of Fate's Yin scroll, Saman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the right, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time but haven't found a single lead. If you two find out anything about other resentful memories of or Yin scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Jesus Christ. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Oh, you shit. Oh, I am worried. We've learned a lot, so to sum it up, there's a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the right of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the record of Fate's Yin scroll may have info we want since it details how to stop the right. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. Even Mr. Adachi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too. Right. Alright. I want to keep reading and finishing off the rest of this section, but if I'm honest, I'm tired as all sin. So I'm going to end it here. I'll go ahead and I'll keep reading the rest of this, and that way also, considering the fact that all of these are questions which is nothing but recap, it'll end up coming in handy anyway. So let me do a quick shout out to and also all you wonderful people who have been lurking. Appreciate you all for sitting here and just hearing me ramble this entire fucking time and trying to piece together the story as we go. Especially because we're trying to gather as much information as we can before it turns night, because now we have we already had a deadline, but now we have a lot more information and a lot of other crazier shit of what can possibly happen before shit goes worse. I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to seeing how this is gonna turn out, because I'm terrified of how much crazier this is gonna be, if I'm being real. But on top of shout out to Urza also. Motherfucker. Okay, there we go. Also, please go ahead and check out the homies, where you will see JRPC, Shadow Trigger, FF8, Sikris, Striker Man, Hillary Duff, and a whole slew of really cool and amazing content creators that I highly suggest checking out. Is there anyone that I know that could be? Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and call it here. Yeah, we're just gonna call it here, I think. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna be staying on, but wait, how the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? This can't be right, because I didn't even see that this dude was. The fuck? Oh, there we go. Okay, I see that during the bays on. I was like, I got so confused. So we'll just go ahead and raid him since he just got on. I'm afraid I won't be able to watch, because like I said, I'm taking my wonderful ass to bed. So go ahead and catch his Alex ranked matches in Street Fighter 6 from what I'm seeing on the title. And he's also doing Tokyo Horse Drifting in Crimson Desert. Well, we'll find out. But anyway, this is the last stop on this motherfucking train. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will catch you next time. Later, guys.